Hi, I'm Rick Kastner with SDI. In this video, we're going to be talking about the don'ts of gun store etiquette. First don't I want to discuss is muzzle awareness, or always not pointing your firearm at something you're not willing to destroy. Okay, that's one of the fundamental firearm safety rules, and it's very important. So whether you're taking a firearm off the shelf or you're handling a firearm that the associate just handed to you, you want to make sure that firearm's always pointed in a safe direction. The second don't is to just handle firearms without asking an associate first. So you don't just come into a firearms store and start pulling guns off the shelf. Can't tell you how many guns I've seen dropped on the floor or abused in some other way because somebody didn't know how to handle that firearm. So it's always best to get an associate, just ask permission to handle a gun before you take it off the wall. The third don't that I want to talk about is very important. I can't tell you how many times I've seen this. It's a very dangerous situation. But if you come into the gun store either with a firearm you want repaired or on your holster, you need to make sure that firearm is unloaded before you present it to an associate. And if you carry concealed or you're carrying something in a holster, do not pull that firearm out in the store. It just a hard don't. There's a lot of times I've had loaded firearms pointed directly at me because somebody wants to show off their firearm they have in their holster, and they point it at my stomach without checking to make sure it's empty. So big don't, make sure your firearm is unloaded before you bring it into the store.
Hey, let's talk about a quick note about what Rick just talked about. You know, he talked about unloading a firearm. There are some cases where you have a problem with a firearm and there is ammunition stuck in it. Walk in, ask the question how they want you to present that before you do so. They may tell you, hey, bring it in cased. They may tell you, hey, wait till our gunsmith's here. Any number of items could be there, but the key there is there are some times when ammo does come inside of a firearm, and it's going to be okay. We just have to talk about how we're going to do that correctly. So don't think that's a complete don't all the time, because I don't want you out there trying to remove live ammunition from a firearm if you're not sure how to. All right, so let's talk about some do's when you come into the gun store. Number one, you want to look for signage. What are the requirements for that store? Especially if you're bringing in a repair firearm. You know, should that gun be uncased, unloaded? Should it be cased? What's the store wants you to do? So pay attention to that signage. Our second one is to think about how you handle that firearm and proper gun etiquette. Don't point it at people. Make sure it's clear, all of those types of things. Take all of that into account as you're inspecting a firearm as you come into a gun store. Our third do, ask questions. The associates behind the counter are a wealth of information. Let them help you out. Also, if you're having a firearm repaired, ask questions of that gunsmith. Find out exactly what the process is. Make sure you and that gunsmith understand what it is that's going to be repaired and what may not be. If you've got scratches, dents, dings in your finishes and that's not what you brought the gun in for, gunsmith's not going to touch those. So ask those questions, make sure you're clear on what you're taking care of, both as a customer and as having that repair done. Hey, thanks for catching this video. If you liked this video, check out the subscribe button, hit that subscribe button, and look forward to other videos coming out. Thanks a lot from SDI, and welcome to the SDI family.